Hello and welcome to a side play. Me, GamerWolfSix, Major Minor. I'm doing this because I had a little bit of free time. I was like, well, I'm gonna look at what happens when you go dance with Sam. Because, on the Let's Play, I went straight to the king because, time's probably short. And I was like, well, she's gonna scout out things. Might as well skip past her. Because, I didn't know if there was a time thing, because it affects the flow of the story. I'm not sure if picking her would, make me late for a very important date. But, so I did look at it on my personal time, and very early on it's like, oh, this is a bit more... How'd I put it? Well, just watch. Let's go check out the ballroom. I suggest we go check out the ballroom together. After all, this might be the only chance we get. Also, there's bound to be information where people are. I'm sure that castle staff members would be present. I don't know why I would need information now, especially since Velasquez is, ready to talk with me, You make a good point. They rarely get to leave the castle. I could use their information for planning. Perhaps I can look for weaknesses as well. Something I could use to get back in. It's easier to do from the inside. She lets out a soft laugh, smiling at me. Not your typical date, I suppose. But I do need to survive. Don't worry, I won't ignore you. She runs off in the direction of the ballroom. I follow after her, underestimating her speed. I look back at the grand staircase and think, after this, Velasquez would tell me everything. I was worried that Nami and Nagu were right behind me, which they are, but, let's see how it changes, I guess. I just don't know if this is an A to B or an A to C to B kind of thing, or an A, C to E. It takes a few moments for me to catch up to her. When I do, I see the massive ballroom in front of me. It's packed with people wearing massive smiles. All wearing massive smiles. This must be the first time they've been inside. Oh, there you are. You're slower than I thought. I already scoped out the whole room. She explains the room to me in vivid detail. She points to different areas as she talks about them. You can grab some food over there. I guess drinks are on the house as well. Over there, the live orchestra is preparing. I guess the dance floor is in the center. Right now, everyone is off to the sides. I haven't found anything important yet. I suppose I could go mingle with the crowd. But I can't just ditch you yet, can I? What would you like to do together? I suppose we could just talk about whatever we can. You'd want to act natural when you're spying, right? Because again, it's like, why would I be here to spy? What's the point of all this? Perhaps we can talk and make our way around the room. Are you sure you've never done this before? You seem to know a lot about spying. Well, I've hung out with an assassin for maybe 3/4 of a day. Maybe we should team up after this. Look at you, making me doubt things. Normally, I'm the type of girl to work alone. But there's just something about you. I mean, we barely know each other. But to me, it feels like I know you well. And I wonder if this is a whole time thing, Maybe I met you somewhere before. The prison. The orchestra starts playing, startling everybody. Sam's ears perk up as she sees the dance floor fill up. Well, there goes my chance to spy. I won't be able to hear them over the music. Just when things are going my way, too. I guess I could examine the perimeter. It's not crowded with people anymore. Perhaps I can find structural weaknesses. That is, unless you'd like to dance. Maybe I can hear things a little closer. People are more intimate on the dance floor. Wait, she wants to dance with me? Just for a chance to glean information? She really is dedicated to her work, isn't she? Hey, don't get any funny ideas now. I'm just doing this to get some intel, you know? If you want, you can go to Velasquez. That's true. I could go meet with the king. But a dance before I go wouldn't hurt either. I don't know. But anyways, that's not the point. I just didn't want to keep him waiting too long. Sure, I'd love to dance. It doesn't sound bad, so I agreed to dance. After all, it would help her get the job done. She smiles at me and grabs my hand promptly. Before I know it, she drags me to the dance floor. Anxiety overtakes me as the partygoers stare at us. We were late to the dance, so we stood out. I go simply following Sam's graceful motions. You're making us stand out more, Dark. Just follow my lead and act natural. We're man and woman, having fun. She leads us into a group of multiple dancers. All of our movements are synchronized, so we don't clash. The last thing I'd want is to bump into people. She looks at everyone around us, trying to listen in. But it's very apparent that she can't hear anything. I thought she'd look angry, but she looks remorseful. I guess you caught me, Dark. I won't be getting any intel like this. But I'll savor the dance for a long time. She presses close to me and talks a little louder. It's better now. I'm able to hear her over the party. I mean, you're going to play a big role. I want to know what you were really like. History never remembers the little things, but dancing is a lot like fighting. You can learn about people in such ease. They don't have to say a single word. I'm sure you believe me, Dark. You don't strike me as being a skeptic. Not after all you've seen and been through. I wonder if that's also because of my choices on the personality exam. She smiles, like she knows she's right. So, that's honestly why I asked you to dance. History will never remember who you are. I will only remember what you've done. It'll only remember what you've done. That is, unless somebody makes a record. But we don't really have much time left. So, this might be my only chance. As I said, I deal in the truth. I couldn't care less about what you do. I just want to remember you for who you are. We continue our fluid movements on the dance floor. Is she saying that I was the reason she wanted to come? Was this about once-in-a-lifetime nonsense? This really is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Hold hands and dance with the Savior? Not many people will get to do that. And don't worry, I won't sell this intel. I'll use it to make an important point. You are not the end result of your actions. You have quirks. You've made mistakes. You've lived a whole life up until this point. You won't be able to give them everything. I won't be able to give them everything. But perhaps I can give them enough. Something that people can look up to. Heroes are only remembered for their feats. It makes you forget that they're normal. You can't strive to achieve the impossible. Either way, you get what I mean. I could ramble on for hours, but I'm glad I got the chance to know you. The orchestra stops, playing during our conversation. The partygoers applaud and slowly leave the dance floor. However, Sam and I remain standing in the middle. Sorry for lying about my intent. I know it must sound really stupid, but like I said, you seem special. I don't know why, but it's the truth. Either way, I guess I should be fully open. I've been to this castle many times before. I'm taken aback by her sudden statement. So, she really came only to talk with me? Ask her to elaborate on what she just said. She grabs me and leads me away from the dance floor. Sorry, we stood out too much over there. At least now we have some privacy. This has to do with my true employer. That must be who she sells all her intel to. His name is Dusk, and he lives here. Actually, he's Velasquez's advisor. He handles the treasury and pays for info. I've actually been here a lot. I really just wanted to get to know you. Like I said, I wanted to help history. I hope you can forgive me for lying. I know it sounds ridiculously sappy, but I think I finally got enough. She smiles at me, then rests against the wall. I guess she really did do this just to talk with me. I forgive her, and thank you for the time we had. Don't worry, hun. It was my pleasure. I guess you should go meet the king now. Want to keep him waiting for too long. But I wish you the best of luck, Dark. Not everybody gets a personal audience. I can't wait to hear his big speech. Well, about that. With how important he says you are, he might even want you by his side. There's something that you could brag about. After everything is said and done, I wouldn't mind meeting you again. Well, about that. Perhaps a more personal interview. Sure. But about that. Don't let the popularity get to your head. There were many who helped you get here. I'd like to think we're all equals. She walks away and starts mingling with everyone else. But through it all, she has a wide smile on her face. I'm still not exactly sure why... I'm still not sure exactly what she'd be doing. But I'm glad that I could help her out in the end. Leave Sampan and walk back to the atrium, even more empty than before. Perhaps sound of music lured people away. Examine the grand staircase in front of me. Bottom step, look up. Snares in my head, and a flask is wanted. Just want to make sure. No. Oh yeah, I guess it did say, hey, immediately after, did you want to save? Now I feel bad about, Oh right, since the bar is still up, that means they haven't gotten to him yet, right? Fair enough. Well, that's going to be a short little let's play, or side play, really, for things that we missed. Kind of like that one time we did that in Shelter. So anyways, end of this let's play. As you can see, things aren't going to go well for them. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. Well, I guess maybe not tips, now that I think about it. Because this isn't Komahamaru, Como se dice? You know what I mean. The third game this person made. So, if you like my YouTube and like see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the rest of Epic Grow. And please remember to spay and neuter your animals to help control the pit population. And until next time, let's play me, GamerWolfSix of Bugger, Major Minor. So thanks and see ya.